Hello everyone, Namaste. Welcome to my channel, VPK Nutrition, Mind Body Healing with Pushpa. I'm Pushpa Soundarajan, registered dietitian, Ayurvedic practitioner and a yoga teacher. Today we're going to be talking all about how to kindle the Agni or to rev up your metabolism. Stay tuned. Welcome back everyone. So last week's episode I talked about 11 causes of causes that can weaken your Agni or dampen your Agni or your metabolism. So, and I also gave a few solutions. So if you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch those to understand a little bit more about the subject. I will put a link to the in my description box. But today I will be sharing a few tips that you can use practically in your daily life. So let's get started. So I have about 8 tips that I'm going to be sharing today for increasing your Agni or digestive fire. Number 1, start your day with hot water or warm water. That is what Ayurveda says. It is good to have a glass of hot water first thing in the morning before coffee, tea or breakfast or anything, because it helps to cleanse the system from whatever you had the previous day. And it also can help with constipation. If you have constipation, help with your bowel movement in the morning and all of that. Some people may not like the hot water or the warm water, but then you can always put some lemon juice in there or some ginger, or you can put a ginger lemon tea bag in there if that helps give you some flavor. So try that. You don't need to add honey or anything like that. Just drink it as it is. Number 2, fasting. Now again, I mentioned fasting last week as well. When I say fasting, it's not like I'm telling you to not eat all day, but you can just, for breakfast, for example, it's called breakfast because you're breaking a fast. You haven't eaten all day, and then you get up in the morning, it's been maybe 10, 12 hours, and you haven't eaten, so you're breaking the fast. However, if you're not hungry in the morning, and there are a lot of people who don't feel hungry, especially if your digestion is very weak, most likely you're not that hungry. So if you've had your hot water, maybe you even had a coffee or a tea and you're not really hungry, then you just skip your breakfast and go straight to lunch. So this way your body has some time to digest everything that's undigested from before, and then you're actually hungry to eat your meal. And when you're hungry and eat your main meal for the day, you are more likely to digest it better. Or the other thing is you can stick to 2 meals. If you need your breakfast, eat your breakfast, and your lunch, a good lunch. Then dinner time is again kapha time 6 to 10. And if you're really not that hungry, skip dinner or just have some little bit of fruits or something like that. And that should be good enough. And this would be a good way to reset your metabolism. Number 3, again, Ayurveda talks a lot about spices. Spices are very important to kindle the Agni. Now again, if you're an Indian or used to eating Indian cuisine, then we've used a lot of spices in cooking all the time. But some of the good spices would be like ginger, black pepper, cumin, coriander, fennel, cinnamon, and also basil, oregano, rosemary, those Italian spices. Those are also very good. Now again, I've done a whole segment about spices and how you can make your own spice blends if you're on a low sodium diet. And again, I did this for my kidney patients because I'm a renal dietitian as well. So I'll put a link for that in the description box. You can go and watch more about spices, how some of them can be heating, some of them are cooling, and how to combine them in such a way that will be helpful for your body. And of course, I will also talk more about spices in the following episodes whenever I get a chance. So definitely use spices in cooking. 4th one would be to make a tea, an herbal tea using these spices. Now I'm going to give you a recipe at the end of this video, so you can actually try it this week. You can make some digestive teas. Now these are called hot infusions or Fanta in Ayurveda. So we basically boil the water, put the spices in there, you steep it for some time, and then you filter and drink it or sip it throughout the day to increase your metabolism. And I'm going to share the recipe at the end of the video. 5th one would be something that is easy to do is cut up some ginger, pieces of ginger. You can take off the skin, cut the pieces of ginger, add a little bit of salt and black pepper and some lemon juice, and keep it making like a pickled ginger really. And you might have seen ginger given in sushi, with sushi sometimes or in Chinese restaurants. So it's similar to that concept. So basically have a little bit of that before you eat your meal. So it actually helps you to kindle the Agni, gets the fire started in your stomach so you're ready to eat and digest whatever food you end up eating. So this is a very good tip to follow. Number 6 would be remain active. And I talked about the importance of activity before. It is very important to be active so that the vata in the body, the kinetic energy, the movement happens in the body, circulation, everything happens with the vata energy, and for that you need to move. So even if you're not doing like 20-30 minutes of exercise in the morning or in the evening, the good thing would be to do at least, and actually Ayurveda recommends you take at least 100 steps after each meal, or at least 5 to 10 minutes after each meal. And even modern medicine has agreed with that and says even for sugar control, it's better to break them up into segments after each meal rather than doing it all at one time. So try, definitely remain active, make it a point, and even if it is cold outside, you can always walk inside the house and keep yourself moving. Number 8, and the last one I would talk about, is yoga. Now, yoga is very useful. There are a lot of poses if you're used to doing yoga. It's like the twisting poses, or even if you're sitting on the chair, you can just do a little bit of a twist like this after you eat your meal, and that would also give you some kind of a release of digestive enzymes and help you digest your food better. So you can do some twisting poses, you can do Pavana Muktasana. So there are a lot of yoga poses, and again I will try to share those in the following videos. And then of course that is number 7. And the 8th one, again, this is also part of yoga, is pranayama. Now again, pranayama, when I talk about pranayama, I'm talking about Kapalabhati, or it is also considered to be like a kriya because it is a sort of an action as well. So it is more about a pumping action of the stomach. And I have a video that I have made for that, so I will share that. However, if you have not learned from a teacher formally, then don't practice it. But if you're used to doing this, or you used to do it in the past, or something like that, or you learn from a teacher formally, then try to do that in morning and evening, or even before every meal for maybe a little bit. And the other thing you can do is sit in Vajrasana after eating, because sitting for 5 to 10 minutes in Vajrasana, which is a hero pose, folding your legs and sitting on your heels, you're also going to be able to digest so much better. So practice for this week. So I'm going to share a digestive tea recipe for you. So basically what you're going to do is boil 4 cups of water, add a teaspoon each of cumin, coriander, fennel, and fenugreek, which is methi seeds. So you're going to boil these together, and then you turn off the stove, cover it with the lid, and then keep it for about 10 minutes. So that's called steeping. So once you steeped it for 10 minutes, then you can filter into a thermos and then sip this all through the day, because this will help you kindle the Agni and kind of help you digest whatever undigested material is sitting in your stomach or in your body. So on that note, I just wanted to share, this is a book we released last year. It's called Ayurveda and Yoga, Paths to Health and Healing. I co-authored this with a dietitian friend of mine. Her name is Gauri Junarkar, and she's also a Vaidya, classically trained from India. So both of us together came up with this project because we feel that we really believe in self-care, health and wellness, and whatever, if you put the right conditions of diet and lifestyle in your body, then you're going to be able to heal yourself. The body will heal itself. So this book is available on Amazon, and if you're interested in purchasing one of this, a lot of the stuff I'm talking about is there in the book as well. So I will put the link in the description, so please go and check it out. But for this week, just make this tea and drink it every day, and see how you feel, see if things are getting better, or see if you even can lose a little bit of weight with this. So good luck and have a wonderful week. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you liked it, please subscribe, share, and listen to your body, observe your mind, and help yourself. Have a wonderful week ahead.